We know that aliens have come to Earth, or they keep coming and going on Earth. We have evidence we're taking a look at this. But if aliens are on Earth, then what are they doing here? Do aliens want to stay here, or are they preparing to attack us by staying on Earth, or are they studying us? Trying to send a message which we do not understand. What is going on for so many years? So many cases have come, so many clues, so many hints have come that aliens are here. Aliens have come many times. There are thousands of answers to this question that what are aliens doing on Earth? And one of those thousands of answers is so horrifying that you will not believe that such a thing can happen. And that answer is human. Humans test everything on animals, chemicals, medicines, cosmetics, almost everything, just to see how the bodies of those powerless animals react before human testing is done. We collect samples of human animals so that we can study them for the same use or to know about the same animals. We humans took a lot of advantage of being at the top of the food chain, but we humans never thought that if someone came above us in the food chain, then what would happen to us? Would we get superior being? And this thought grew slowly. Like as UFO sightings increase, but with a lot of UFO sightings, some such incidents have been seen. It is clear that it is not done by any human being or a lot of people. Around you will see such activities that you will feel that this is not possible. This thing cannot be done. But I tell you right now that all these are real stories. We discover a new species on human Earth. We have discovered a new type of animal. So what will be our first step? We will first find that species where they live. Yes, we will observe them from a distance. We will observe them from a distance. We slow down. We will try to go to them slowly, and we will start noticing how they live. After knowing all this, the next step that will be taken by humans will be that one of the same species will be caught. That one animal will be caught and taken directly to the lab, and by taking that animal to the lab completely, it will be seen inside that animal to see why that animal is the same. What is inside the animal? What are the things? How are his organs? And how does that animal survive? How does he survive? The next step will be how to improve human life by using this animal. 2019, a lot of farmers and hospitals noticed that a lot of their bulls had started dying immediately when those farmers noticed the bodies of those bulls and investigated the entire crime scene. They understood that the culprits who are not human beings saw that the dead bodies of many bulls were being found on their land, which the bulls were their own, and all those bulls were completely healthy. They did not have any disease at all. But when the body of those bulls was seen, it was known that the organs that were inside the body of those bulls were missing. Different body parts were taken out from those bulls. But seeing the dead bodies of those bulls, the farmers were feeling very strange. And the reason for this was that the dead bodies were on them. The cuts there were laser cuts using laser technology, and the cuts were made, and the cuts on those bodies were so oppressive that they were straight. It was clear that this was the work of an ordinary person. No, I said human, because the first suspicion of the farmers there was that a person must have done this thing. Many of you must have had the same thought in the mind of many of you that maybe a group of humans must have come and they must have done all this. It was straight in their minds. It was a simple thought that there may be a cult around the same farms. There's a satanic cult, and the cult members there are coming and killing the bulls, and you are taking away their organs so that those cult members can use the same organs. This thing had gone so far in your rituals. Let's even assume that there was a cult and he was doing all this. Then which cult member carries laser technology with him? Which cult members take lasers and open the cut to the bulls and take their organs? After thinking about all these things, the farmers are started suspecting that it is very possible that there's a very far superior being or aliens living around those farms. It was a person named Dave Hunt, and Dave had noticed that the first dead body was found. Dave did not have blood inside that body. Using some technology, all the blood of the bull was extracted from that bull's body. It was removed. There was not even a drop of blood in the dead body of that bull. The only question in the minds of the farmers was who is doing all this, and how can anyone do this when the animals of the same city are talking about this incident? When the doctors came to know, the animal doctors gave such a statement that anyone's mind would wander after listening to it. They said such a thing that everyone's mind stopped running. And they're like, how it is possible when his blood is extracted? That is the only way that all the blood can be extracted from the body of the bull. It only means that when the blood was being extracted from inside those bulls, the bulls were alive, and the most amazing thing is that where the bodies of these bulls were found, without any blood with organs missing and surgical cuts, not even a single drop of blood was found in the area around that body. Not even a single drop of blood was spilled, and at this point directly in the minds of people living on those farms. There was a simple thought that this is the work of aliens, and those aliens are using all these bulls for sampling. People started believing that. Aliens come and take these bulls with them, operate on these bulls. And those aliens have so advanced technology that they make precision cuts by using lasers that not a single extra organ or a single extra thing was damaged in the bull. Laser cuts were being called because the burnt hair looked on those cuts of the bull, which can only be done by a laser. It is that whenever the bodies of these bulls were found, these bodies were found in the open. The body of a bull is fallen in the field, random, and that bull is dead, and it has been a long time since he died. There are all the scavengers who eat dead bodies. Not a single scavenger of animals came around those bulls. Not a single scavenger animal came around the dead bodies of those bulls. Not a single one. And the bodies of those bulls were lying there decomposed, but no other animal touched them. There was an evidence somewhere that those animals also knew that something colors with that. There is some evidence that even those scavenger animals had a sense that there is something wrong with that bull's body. When they feel unsafe with something, and the animals who eat any dead thing, those animals were not even coming around these bodies. So there was something in these bodies that was not right. I show you a picture. This is one of those dead bulls, and to see the body of this bull sitting in this way, it will make you very uncomfortable, because it's not possible. A dead bull cannot sit in such a position. A body from which all the blood is extracted. Almost every organ has been removed. That is such a position. I can't sit in that body. The head can't stay up in such a position. It seemed that this body has been kept in such a way that it looks alive. This photo proves only one story, that this bull was taken away by aliens. This bull was cut open. Its organs were removed using very high technology. All its blood excoiled. It was put back in the same position in such a way that all the animals or humans around it seemed that the bull was still alive. It has not happened that all this can only be done by aliens, because for a human, 24 inside hours cutting 5 bulls inside, removing their organs, extracting their blood, it's not possible. And another thought is that if a person is doing this, then what incentive does that person have to do all this? Why would a human do this? But aliens can definitely do this, especially in a place where UFO encounters used to happen. You heard it right. A lot of those farms people used to see UFOs regularly. This whole case was named alien animal harvesting. But when this case is searched on the internet, then no proper documentation is found. Despite such a big case, there is no proper documentation beyond this. It can also be because maybe things are being hidden from us. Maybe the truth is being hidden from us. Aliens have come to Earth, and they have used animals for sampling to know how do animals live on Earth, to check how animals survive here. How do they reproduce, or aliens? We are betting on humans. Someone to tell us that aliens have arrived. What if this is a way to show aliens with their presence and presence? Maybe this is a way of aliens to show their power, what level of technology they pose, in which the aliens are trying to send a message to show us what their capabilities are and to tell us that they are always watching. If all this is true, then the next step of aliens can be human harvesting, or maybe human harvesting has been happening for a long time. And all of us humans are ignoring all those stories because we feel that the victims are all lying. Or is he crazy? What if we are ignoring all those potential human harvesting cases because we feel that the other person who is telling the story just wants fame? He just wants attention. So he is making a story. Our ignorance can only become a big problem. For us, what if our governments cover up the cases of human harvesting? Are you doing it?